Let's take a look at the divisibility test practice. Answer the following questions. Put all your answers in the answer boxes provided if you need to. Explain how you know that 23,481 is divisible by 3. Well, my divisibility test for 3 says I have to add up all the numbers. 2 plus, add up all the digits, plus 4 plus 8 plus 1 is equal to, those two add up to 10, those add up to 7 is equal to 18. 18 can be divided by 3. So it works. So it is divisible by 3 because I know that the sum of the digits is divisible by 3. So I want to write an answer. 23,481 is divisible by 3. Because the digits add to 18. All right, question number 2. Write a 6-digit number that is divisible by 3 and show that it is. So, okay, well, 6-digit number that's divisible by 3. Try to choose the easiest one. I mean, if you're 3, 6, 9, 3, 3. That one's divisible by 3 because 3 plus 6 plus 9 plus 3 plus 3 is equal to 9, 18. 18 and 6 is 24, and 24 can be divided by 3. Or I could say it's a multiple of 3. 24 is a multiple of 3. So that's all I need to show that it is. I need to add it up and show that that is divisible by 3. Explain how you know that 154,792 is divisible by 4. So I take my 92. I only have to check the last two digits. 92. I see if I can cut it in half twice. 92 cut in half once is 46. 46 cut in half again is 23. I could cut it in half twice. Yes. So I can write 145,792 is divisible by 4 because 92 can be divided by 4. That's it for number 3. Number 4. Write a 6-digit number that is divisible by 4 and show that it is. Well, be clever here, right? Number that's divisible by 4. Well, I know that having a 4 at the end would make it divisible by 4, so I just have to put in 4 more digits. Doesn't matter what the digits are. So 4 can be cut in half twice. So I just need to check the last two digits. All right, that's all. This is the work that I'll accept from you for these questions. Let's take a look to the next page. Explain how you know that 5,655 and 123,340 are both divisible by 5. So I just write down that any number that ends in 0 or 5 is divisible by 5. And both of those numbers end in 0 or 5. Write two 6-digit numbers that are divisible by both 5 and 2. So 5 means that they have to end in a 5 or a 0, and 2 means that they have to end in a 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. So the only way it can be divisible by both 5 and 2 is if it ends in 0. So the 6-digit numbers, the first 5 digits don't matter. 8, 7, 3, 4, 2, 0. Done. 7, 5, 1, 6, 2, 0. Done. Both of those. Number 7. If a number of marbles in a bag is divisible by 6 and 8, what is the smallest number other than 1 that they are also divisible by? How do you know? So the number of the marbles in the bag are divisible by 6 and 8. So we have to find a number that we can divide, that can be divided by both 6 and 8. Well, let's write out 6. It's 12, 18, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, ... 8 is 8. 16, 24, boom. So there are 24 marbles in the bag. So there are 24 marbles. And I can divide 24 by 2. So it's 24 marbles. I can divide by 2. Number 8. Find a 3-digit number that is divisible by 5 and 6, but not divisible by 9. So to be divisible by 5, it has to end in a 5 or 0. To be divisible by 6, we have to do the rules of 2 and 3. But it can't be divisible by 9. Now, for it to be divisible by both 5 and 2, it has to have a 0 on the end. So we've got a 0 on the end. Now, these other two numbers don't matter, but they have to total something that can be divided by 3. So I could try 5 and 4, because 5 plus 4 is 9. So this means 5 plus 4 plus 0 is equal to 9. So I can divide it by 3. But this one I can also divide it by 9, and it says I can't divide it by 9. So this one doesn't work. Well, it's got to have a 0 at the end. What about 4 and 2? Because that added up to 6, right? 4 plus 2 plus 0 is equal to 6. That means I can divide it by 3. It has a 0 at the end. That means I can divide it by 2 and divide it by 5. So 420 is one possible answer. There's many possible answers for all of these questions. Number 9. Use the divisibility rules to determine the common factors of 40 and 36. Sort the factors into a Venn diagram. So we got to find the factors of 40. So first one's 1 and 40. Because everything can be divided by 1. 2 and 20, right? Because it can be divided by 2 because it ends in 0. Can we do 3? 4 plus 0 is 4. Can't do 3. Can we do 4? Yes, 4 and 10. We can do 4. Can we do 5? It ends in a 0, so we can do 5. 5 and 8, and that's all that's possible. Now let's do 36. 1 and 36. We can divide 36 by 2. 36 cut in half is 18. Can we divide it by 3? 3 plus 6 is 9, so yes, it can be divided by 3. And it's not 3 times 9, it's 3 times 12. Can we divide it by 4? Yes, we can. 4 and 9. And we can also divide it by 6 because it can be divided both by 2 and 3. Now we need to draw a Venn diagram. One, 2. Okay, so I'm going to put my 40, factors of 40 over here, and I'm going to put my factors of 36 over here. And the common ones. So 1 goes in the middle, 2 goes in the middle, 4 goes in the middle. So they have 1, 2, and 4 in common. 8, that's all that they have in common. 40 also has 5, 8, 10, 20, and 40. 36 also has 3, 9, 12, 18, and 36. There, that is all of them. So, determine the factors of 40 and 36. Remember, factors are two numbers that multiply to give us that. Then sort them into a Venn diagram. Number 10. Using a diagram or table, sort the numbers based on divisibility by 6 or 10. Well, let's identify all the ones that are divisible by 10 first. I'm going to just underline them in green. 10, 10. All right. Oh, also 10. So there's 3 10. Now I'm going to do ones that are divisible by 6. So to be divisible by 6, they have to be divisible by 2 and 3. Well, this one, this one, this one, and this one are all divisible by 2. So let's check these to see if they're divisible by 3. This guy over here, I'm going to put a circle around him. He's not divisible by 6. But the other ones, let's do 3 plus 4 plus 0 plus 3 plus 2 is equal to 7, 10, 12. 12, divisible by 3. I'm going to put red for divisible by 6. So it's divisible by 2, and it's divisible by 3, so it's divisible by 6. Let's do the next one. 3 plus 5 plus 0 plus 1 plus 0 is equal to 9. This one's also divisible by 6, divisible by 2, and divisible by 3. 8, 1, 1, 0. 8 plus 1 plus 1 plus 0 is equal to 10. No, that one's only 10. 8 plus 7 plus 6, we don't need to add the zeros. 8 plus 7 is 15. 15 and 6 is 21. This one's also divisible by 3. Now we need to sort these into a diagram. I'm going to do a Carroll diagram here. So I draw a box. Here's my yes, here's my no, here's my yes, here's my no. This side on this side I'm going to put can be divided by 10. On this side I'm going to put divided by 6. The first one can be divided by 6, but not by 10. So yes for 6, no for 10. 34,032. The next one is yes for both. So it goes up here, 35,010. The next one is yes for 10, no for 6. 81,180. 7650 goes down here. 765. And the last one is both yes and yes, so 87,600. There's my Carroll diagram. All right. Number 11. How do you know that 1, 3, 4, 1 is divisible by 3 and 6, 3 and 9, but not 6? Well, let's do 3 and 9. We're going to check 3 and 9. So 1 plus 3 plus 4 plus 1 is equal to 9. So we can be divided by 3 and 9 because the sum can be divided by 3 and divided by 9. Why can't it be divided by 6? Well, it cannot be divided by 6 because it ends in a 1, which is odd. Which is to say the whole number is odd. That's how you do question 11. Last two. Using apples as an example, explain why dividing by 0 results in an undefined value. Okay, so I have 5 apples. And I want to divide it by 0. So the question is, how many groups of 0 apples can you make Well, you can make as many groups as you want, and you will never have enough groups. You can never have enough groups. There are not enough groups to get to 5 apples. It's kind of a tough question. Another way you might try explaining it is you have 5 apples and you try to you want to split them up easily to 0 friends. It doesn't even make any sense then. So it's just impossible to take 5 apples and to split them into groups of 0 because you will always have 5 apples left. You're never going to split them up. So you can't split them into groups. It's impossible. Last question. Mr. Cooker, who is the principal of the school, needs to transport his entire school, which consists of 460 students, to an autumn concert without the aid of large buses. Explain which of the following vehicles he can use without having any students left over. A. So can he use crossovers that hold 5 students each? Well, yes, he can because 460 is divisible by 5. It ends in a 5 or 0. Can he do 6 students? 460. So is it divisible by 2? Check, because it ends in 0. Now we need to check for 3. Is it divisible by 3? Well, let's do 4 plus 6 plus 0 is equal to 10. Can 10 be divided by 3? No. So, no, 6 won't work. Because it's divisible by 2, but not by 3. Letter C. The SUV holds 4 students. So we have 460. So we check the last 2. Can 60 be cut into half twice? Yes, it can. Yes. 460 is divisible by 4. So A works because you can divide 460 students up into cars with 5 students in each car. B doesn't work. 6 doesn't work. You can't divide 460 up into minivans with 6 in each work because it's divisible by 2 but not divisible by 3. And it works for 460 students can be divided up into SUVs with 4 students each. So it works for A and B. That's question 13. All right, so you should be able to do all of these questions. The test will be very similar to this. If you have any questions, please ask me. This test is a lot of explanation, so you're going to have to write stuff down in this. Hopefully you get it done in under an hour. Thank you for watching.